Okay, welcome back for part 2. The show must grow on. So I think we want to actually spend the 5,000 gold, given that we're getting that almost once every couple of turns, plus we're about to go to a bandit hideout. I think we do want to go for this, for the +2 ancient amber per turn, because we can actually do a lot with that. If we look at the glade, we can use it on additional arcana essence, which is probably my favorite type of essence. And then we can also use it for a couple of other pretty useful things, so not that either. Which one am I thinking of? We'll come back to this. Glimmerweave for additional dreads could actually be quite useful to us. Rest of this stuff, it's not immediately useful for. But yeah, Ancient Amber for this, and then this is additional income, which we can probably justify doing pretty soon. Anyway, let's go to the west, and I'm pretty sure we're strong enough to take this on regardless of what's in there. Yeah, insignificant threat level. I'm gonna go for the quick battle because I'm pretty sure we can try it out ourselves if it goes wrong, and no, I don't accept that. I don't want to take losses to those units. To be fair, they do have initiative usually, so there might be nothing to be done for it, although these units do at least get to move first. So that suggests we should at least be able to slow these down, and I can see how these would actually get a kill on us. So it's probably a good thing that we do that. So I'm going to drop the initiative on these. And what else can we do? So this stack of 5 moves pretty soon, probably does get another kill. This stack of 5 down there also gets to move pretty soon. So we're pretty limited in terms of things we can do. We definitely don't want to drop our own defense with Fury. And I think Strength and Essence possibly comes in a little bit too late to make real use out of, but the dreads here do get to move reasonably soon. So perhaps we just spend that on them. Just make sure we get as much essence as possible when they do get to move. This stack of course can actually move, but it unfortunately cannot reach anything other than this stack, which is still worth killing. They are one of the 2 to move. Let's go for that. But yeah, this stack, we do take a loss there, that's fine. Then these guys can move up if they want to, they can go for this attack. I do think there's a chance we take a loss in response, so I think we'll actually avoid doing that. I should have perhaps gone for this stack instead, but they're pretty close to the piercers. So, and then these do get to move. Let's see actually, so we have no creation essence. Yeah, I think we have to go for this. We might take a loss. No, not even close. I've massively underestimated those dreads. They seem to be really good units. Still no losses from them, so just the 1 loss. I think that's worth it. We enjoy our lobbers. We don't want to lose 2 of those, and we can just lose 1. And we get some more broken vessels too, which is excellent news. Okay, more resources to the south. This should still be perfectly doable. Let's have a go. So, simple threat level. We'll see if AI can do it. Yeah, no way. We don't want to lose 7 piercers. So, lack of initiative is a problem. You can improve the initiative of this faction. I should have actually moved my formation around. You can improve the initiative of this faction with research, but obviously not going to happen in this case. So the melee units will move forwards. I don't think we mind that too much. These guys are stuck for now. Stack of 23 gets to move pretty soon, so let's cloud their vision, and let's just hang here for a bit. Okay, these guys move next. They will be able to shoot potentially. I don't think there's too much we can do about that. They actually go for aim. Okay, that's great. So we're going to go for Mucus Blast. I think we go for it on... So the stack of 11 is a little bit difficult to really catch out, but we can go for it on all of these stacks. Let's do that. So it grabs a few kills, not too many. If we go for the attack on these, we get a pretty good chance of killing them off. But stack of 17 should probably target those instead. So yeah, I think we go for Mucus Blast. Same stacks as previously. Then this stack cannot get the kill, but we should still be fine to do this. Okay, do we try going for the lunge? with this stack. I wouldn't mind trying it. We do still get the first move of the next round. We can go for Clouded Vision on this stack, perhaps. But no, I think it's still safer to stay back, yeah, because this stack can't reach us because we've slowed them down so much. So these guys will more or less stay put. Stack of 5 there can reach us, but we're still fine to go a little bit further forward. Then these guys, start of the next round, so stack of 23 moves next. Let's once again cloud their vision. So they're down by 50% of their range, and we do not quite have enough to go for it on the next stack. They can shoot us with their aim, even if we hold them in place with the entangle. So perhaps we want to just... We can go for this, drop their ranged defense. It's quite a lot of chaos to spend. Let's see if there are any better options. So Boiling Blood will potentially do a little bit of damage. We could go for Rejuvenation, but actually I think Insect Swarm. But we don't need to go for it yet. We're actually fine for now. Gonna move these down. They go for aim. This stack, oh yeah, this stack can reach us, so we do take a few losses there, that's fine. This stack will stay in safety, but it will at least try to protect our lobbers from at least 1 hex. And now the stack of 18 is next to move. We want to make sure they can't, so let's go for Insect Swarm on them, which drops them right towards the back. Stack of 9 can't reach us, stack of 11 can't reach us, stack of 13 likewise, so we let them do their thing. We could go for something like Mucus Blast just on this one stack, of course, but no, I don't think it makes sense. Go for it on these two. These are in deadly range, so we will kill them off. 5 to 7 kills with these. If we were to try going for... Well, we can go for Clouded Vision now, so that kind of makes a massive difference. And then we could entangle them just to absolutely lock it down. Kind of tempted to Blind Hatred on these, but they're not really a threat. I think we're just gonna go for this. Then these get to move again. They'll slow these down. These could be at risk of being attacked if we go for lunge, but we're still going to do it. Then we weaken these. Yeah, so we do allow them to come close enough to kill one of our units, but that doesn't matter too much. Then the next round begins. This unit actually cannot reach anyone. Then the Dreads move, so we'll let them do their thing. These will come forwards. Okay, next to move are these, so 7 to 10 kills, that's pretty good. Then we get quite a few moves in a row. I think if anything, we might want to go... Well, we're not generating too much order anymore, but we could go for Dimension Door. Yeah, we'll Dimensional Door ourselves up to here. And 12 to 18 kills. They shouldn't get a kill in response, we should be fine. Let's just go for it. Yeah, we don't get killed in response. Now 8 to 11 kills from these. Let's just go for it. We've got 30 hit points on these, so they're pretty resilient. Then both of these are out of our range. Let's weaken these first. Kill most of them off, and start weakening these as well. We can just keep going for that if we want to. I think that's fine. Then we finish these off with a lunge, nice. So managed to massively reduce the losses, and we actually get offered destruction magic, which I will take. And we'll take the additional units too, as we're actually running out of space for those. So I might have to return back pretty soon. Still, we've been able to pick up a few resources, so things we can do with that. We are at the point where we could upgrade the Tree Mother next turn, in fact. So let's go for that pretty soon. We are constructing the Drudger. Could try and trade for it, but I think there's no need. Let's end the turn there. And let's go south. Let's grab all this. +1 Glimmerweave, slightly disappointing. Crumbling Tower for a bit of extra experience, and we'll go back to the northwest. And now, at last, we can upgrade wherever it is, the Tree Mother, to the next level. If we wanted to go for walls, which does improve our garrison, that's not too expensive to do, but I probably won't rush into it. So choices of medium buildings, we can go for the Umbrage with the possible goal of upgrading into Terrors instead. I think they have really strong units. We need the Morass for this. So the Morass we actually still don't have, but it does produce hearts, it does produce lashes. I think I want that regardless of anything else. As for the Briar, we just need to find a large build site, which it looks like that upgrade actually doesn't provide, unfortunately. So yeah, we can't get 3 large buildings in this one site. Okay, I'm still going to go for the Morass, I think. Umbrage is not actually needed for anything other than the units themselves. If we do go for the Umbrage, well, if we go for the upgraded Morass, we've already got the stump for that. If we go for the upgrade to this, we need a Drudger. So I don't mind going for the Drudger, that's fine. We'll go for that for now. Return to this, as our research situation is looking fairly good. We do have another source of Ancient Amber just there, so we can start really stepping that up pretty soon. I'm not sure we have reliable enough Celestial Ore that I'll go for this. I think we'll just end the turn there. Then we go west and we go to this, so Simple Sandals, a little bit more Celestial Ore there to be fair. I could be tempted. So Simple Sandals they're a little bit better. Not so good for exploring the map, but we'll take them. Warm Gloves, well, they're absolutely terrible. You literally will not notice the impact. That's 1% more defense. Pretty awful. Anyway, we're looking pretty good for skills. We've got all the useful magic skills. Let's go west and let's grab this. Humans were harvesting the amber of the dead Tree Mother. It was now ready for the roots to take over the harvesting. Humans are often helpful. Interesting. I do actually want to check. So we can upgrade the Drudger. That's fine, let's just do it. I do actually want to check if we were to build this. Yeah, so it is Ancient Amber. It's Ancient Amber that we need to build the seeds and the roots of the mother. Fair bit of it, but it's not too difficult to research what you need for that if you go for the Glade. 5,000 gold to improve our income of that even more. Let's do it. +1 simultaneous building construction turns. That is available to pretty much all factions. Don't think we care too much about that. I will go for this, maybe even a few times. Yeah, let's do it. Let's just get all of that. And then we are free to potentially go for something else around here. So we can go for additional creation essence next turn if we want to. Okay, let's move to the west. Let's go over to this. And we can see a slug carcass over there. That rewarded us really well last time. Fruits of the Wyldwoods looking pretty good too. We go across to this. We can upgrade this Drudger as well if we want to. Rally point can't be upgraded. Let's just do that. Just lock in those resources. Okay, +1 damage, +1 troop movement. That obviously works really well for the spawns. I think in order to really get the best of spawns, you are going to need both the Glade and the Briar. You need the Briar to go for the this one. Yeah, all those additional hit points plus the extra damage, that makes an incredible difference to the fungi, the spawns. then you can also go for things like this. So this I think is worth researching. 5 Glimmerweave. But we'll wait until we get back. We'll wait until we can recruit those again, because obviously we don't need them at this particular moment. Okay, let's go across to this. Humans consumed sustenance, and the fruits of the roots were nutritious. Grow, the bringer of health, gathered many fruits, and the broken ones carried them. Okay, so we've got a gift for the humans. Slug Carcass gets us a couple of artifacts. So this thing, I don't think we care too much about that. This is plus 12 defense, minus 1 movement. I think I'll take that without the debuff. Yeah, okay. So Slug Carcass has been visited, bit more Ancient Amber from this. Fruits of the Wyldwoods here, that gives us mostly just a buff. Waterfall to increase our travel. We'll go south to this, we will take the resources. Take the Glimmerweave from here. And we'll keep moving south. So we can see something to the west there. We obviously have to open this up somehow. And here we have... I think we can do this without going back for reinforcements. We've not taken any really horrible fights. So Sage Cap just here, 600 XP. Additional wood income. We're just going to grab everything we can. Petrified Troll for the plus 10 defense, that's pretty nice. So, Jarn Steadfast. Let's see what he has to say. The roots could feel the power of a wielder near this settlement. Careful communication was needed, many gifts and the correct words. I recognize you. You were Gro Elgrim, brother of Gorm. Yes, I was, now grown. Why are you here? This settlement has done no wrong. Do you need the space? Gifts, many gifts. The Broken laid out all the wonderful gifts for the humans in great piles. Our thanks. These fruits are much sought after, sweet to eat, and they make great mead. Warning for you, I bring also. We do not wish to move this settlement. The folk here are content. Good, stay. But disease are coming, infecting humans. Disease, do you mean the Vildra? Yes, infection, disease, beware. They offer gifts of great power, but I'll take your warning and this fruit. Yes, beware, infection must not spread. Our thanks for this warning, I will bring it to our settlements. Good. Warmth of sun and summer. The vessel Gro left the humans and headed to the next human settlement. More gifts were needed. Can we still interact? No, nothing happens. Okay, so more gifts were needed. What do we do about that? We have to go to the west. We can see that has opened up. Okay, back to our town. Let's construct something else. So I think, yeah, I think we still just go for the morass. We can upgrade that relatively quickly. Then we have plenty of resources to spend if we want to. So the additional order essence is relatively cheap. We've already got the maximum ancient amber coming in. I think we go for more arcana. It's our most upgraded magic skill. End the turn there. So already been to the essence anomaly. Let's keep going west. Musketeers, pipers, and pikeneers. Based on the fact that these are barrier troops, I think we can be pretty confident we're going to have to fight them. Humans enjoyed resources, always building, growing, and digging. Gold, stones, wood, sustenance, and soil. Musketeers, form a line and fire. Our contract is clear. Protect the mine. Expected violence. Okay. I don't mind having the chuckers all together, but I also don't necessarily see why we need to do that. Let's go with this. Yeah, this is fine. So we want to focus down the musketeers. They're not veteran musketeers, which helps. And we do start off with a lot of essence. So these three move next, then the dreads. We don't mind that. Okay, lined up nicely for the Mucus Blast. We still don't have to worry about the musketeers moving for some time. Can give ourselves a lot of extra movement if we spend order and creation. think we'll just stay here. I forgot about the Jig of Jugs for the additional initiative, so they do get to move there. That was a mistake. But this stack actually can't get close enough to shoot, or chooses not to shoot. So that's quite important. The Dreads managed to hang on for now. We can go for a leap if we want to. So this allows us to instantly leap to a targeted hex within range, but that's not going to quite get us far enough, so I think we want to go for... Well, we could actually go for these instead. We get the higher ground either way. Yeah, obviously this one's the bigger threat. We want to make sure we weaken these, though. That's a bit of a problem for us. I think we'll still see how it goes. If we just go for... we actually can't afford Dimensional Door. I'd assumed we'd have it by now. If we go for Quicken instead, then we can reach these. And we're just going to hit those. Then we're going to start going for Mucus Blasts. Oh wow, we can actually just straight up kill these. That's perfect. Okay, so these are slightly threatened. We could probably do something about that. So we do have Entangle, which helps us. We have Blind Hatred, but that uses up Arcana, which is quite precious to us. We have Earth Blocks. If we want to, we can go for 2 Earth Blocks. That would actually keep us safe. Yeah, we'd be safe from everything. So if we go for 1 Earth Block there, 1 here, and still tempted by the Blind Hatred, it wouldn't be a bad choice. We could also Repel. So these things have 4 movement. If we push them to here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. They will move after the stack of 48, so yeah, we repel these. Burst of Strength is a nice ability, but we don't need to go for it. Let's go to the next round. Of course, that wasn't a full block. 4 movement does allow them to get around. Okay, never mind. We're going to... No safe way to deploy the Toxin Cloud. Okay, we can go for Breath of the Phoenix, but that is not super useful for the present situation. We can slow down 2 of their stacks. Okay, options here aren't amazing. So we do have these really powerful spells. The problem is we don't have strong enough magic skills to really show them at their best. So Repel could be helpful. Right now, none of these stacks can reach us. So I think we just let this go. Yep, so those are slowed down too much, they can't really do anything to us, and we will follow up by making sure they are just as slowed in the next round. In fact, we can just kill them off. So let's go for Rejuvenate, wherever that is. Ah no, we've already spent the chaos that we needed for that. Okay. We can just go in and attack. So 27 to 45 kills with these. Don't mind doing that. With the lunge we should do a little bit more damage, so yeah, we do kill them off. Then these can kill these off. Now we have the initiative going into this round. Spawns, kill off the last of the pikeneers. And there we go. Most humans are violent by nature. They require gifts to communicate. No vessels were created from the bodies, but many broken ones. Too many broken ones. We're gonna have to let a stack go if we want to take these. So we have the choice, we can trade 21 blighted vessels for 75 broken vessels. And yeah, it does look like you can't use blighted vessels. Can't turn them into blighted vessels unless you go back to your town. So that's something to bear in mind. That'll have to do. What I will do is, having seen that that is the case, we'll upgrade this to the maximum size of 100 per stack, and then we should be able to avoid that problem next time. We did get an awful lot of them there. Okay, let's grab the wood. Let's move back. Have we actually almost got enough to upgrade this once again? No, we need 60 wood this time, but only 30 stone, so we're doing pretty well. Obviously do have very good wood income. We can improve it. Go to the mulcher. Yeah, that's very affordable. The ore is of great use to the roots, and some of it would be gifts for the humans. Grow was ready for communication. Okay, more humans to the south. Let's go try this out. So these ones are barrier. This doesn't tend to go well when we speak to barrier. But we'll see what we can do. So this town is doing pretty well. Let's go for the hearts research and let's go for the upgraded morass. So we're now producing upgraded hearts. Checking the wrong thing. Yep, so we produced one basic heart and we now produce pulses too, and those are even better. Let's actually pick one up in preparation. And the lobbers too, just in case there's some kind of trigger where we get attacked or something. I doubt it, but worth having some kind of defense. This is considered simple. Colorful humans gathered to communicate. Violence was near, but gifts were presented. Careful, the veneer said they are not always violent. Hold, do not fire. Gifts, ore, stone, gold. The broken ones laid out all the resources found. Many of the humans observed the broken with interest. The roots are often observed. Those things, they were soldiers of the Peridot Rebellion. I can see that. Careful now. That's Saronio Basque. Those bastards have killed them all. May the sun sear them. Great gifts, we must warn. This will not stand. Fire. Okay, so yeah, funnily enough, giving someone a few stones doesn't make them forgive you for killing their friends. Okay, let's this is probably fine. Yeah, if anything we want these further towards the top. Let's try this. Don't trust quick battle not to result in too many losses. It's okay, so we can actually see they've got a few militia here too, but yeah, it's the veteran musketeers I'm most worried about. This time they have no way to boost their initiative, they have no wilder. These can't reach us even with a +1 range. Okay, let's go slightly forward. So they set up their spear walls, that's fine, we're not particularly intending to go forwards. Go for clouded vision on these. Skip to the next turn. Okay, so I guess we could try to chaos step our way across. to go for these. It's probably not going to work, so we're probably just stuck going for Psychic Spear on these, try and minimize the damage as much as we can. They'll have to move in order to shoot, which will reduce their damage quite a lot. And I don't think leaping into Spear Wall... I could be wrong, but I don't think it allows us to bypass the Spear Wall. So we're gonna mostly stay back. We'll take one step forward. Actually, yeah, we're still safe if we do that. So they actually go for aim instead, that's fine. They go for aim too, that's fine. We don't mind that. We can go for... not too many great options in terms of hitting multiple stacks. This one looks okay. If we were to go for this instead, we were to just attack it, 7 to 10 kills, not amazing. I think we do go for the Mucus Blast on all of these. Same thing with this. Okay, stack of 37 moves next. So they've got 2 movement, they actually can't get close enough to shoot us. So yeah, we're fine. Stack of 75 here, we don't want to go near the Spear Wall, let's just see this out. They shoot their own barricades. Genius move. We're going to go for Rejuvenation on the stack of 20. And... we could try going for the Spore Cloud, but of course this is pretty much a perfect counter for us. They can just ignore the Spore Cloud. These do get to move really soon, which is a problem. We could repel the stack of 25 here before they reach us. This stack can reach us and do damage. This one also can. So perhaps I've picked the wrong choice of target. I can go for Quicken. Is that going to make enough of a difference? So this is going to be +5 initiative. These things have 32 initiative, these have 20. Yeah, that doesn't really work. I think we'll repel these, make sure they can't get involved. Then we want to blind these. And... just got to take a couple of bad hits. So 3 losses there, 7 losses there. These can't reach us as planned. So they should be in deadly range now, at least. Don't think we involved these yet. We do take a loss to the dreads. But these are in deadly range, we can do a really nice amount of damage, let's do that. Same thing with these, finish them off. These are in deadly range of this stack. And these can go for the lunge. Okay, dread's still hanging on. Let's move into attack. So we can go for Entangle if we want to. I think we move these up. 2 losses, wow, they did a lot. That's fine, we're going to replenish those. I wish we could go for Breath of the Phoenix diagonally, but it's not the case. Stack of 25 is next to move. They can reach us in theory, let's just repel them. Remove them as a factor. We'll move these up. And... these can actually reach us now. I'm gonna drop their initiative. Looks like I need to do it twice. We'll deal with them later. So, all ranged units get +1 attacks. We're going to find out if that applies to Mucus Blast. It doesn't seem like it would, but only one way to know. Yeah, outside range. we'll try this. Yeah, we don't get 2 moves. Okay, let's go forward. Just so we can attack. Drop the movement of these. So that way they can no longer attack our spawns. And these probably want to stay back for the most part. So stack of 37 needs to reload, stack of 1 can barely do any damage. Skip and skip. This feels like an opportunity. So we're going to dimension door up to here, and we are going to go for the Spore Cloud on all 3 of these stacks. So we finally get some use out of that. It does allow us to actually go through the spear wall, which is nice. So rejuvenation, we shouldn't need to go for anything, we can just go for... not this. And just go for Mucus Blast. These can't reach. I think we still go forward though. Okay, quite a few losses that time. Most humans are violent by nature, sometimes gifts do not suffice. Their settlement contained many resources, seeds can be planted, and the woods will grow in rich soil. Okay, plus 6 HP. Yeah, let's double down. And let's spread these out as well as we can. There are 9 left over. That's fine, we'll let them go. Okay, so we're going to claim the town, and we're going to convert this one too. If we have a look over at this as well. So we've gone for pretty much everything we can. Should be able to upgrade the town pretty soon, yeah, 5 wood per turn. We return to this. So we've already got the mulcher, we can upgrade that, let's do it. We can upgrade the drudger, I don't think we're going to get much use out of that now. We can upgrade this to produce lobbers, I think we actually won't. Let's see what we can recruit in the town. Yeah, nothing special, we just ignore that. So we'll go south to the granary. And we'll go to the Scholar's Lectern. These roots, as the Veneer call them, they are a strange species. Sometimes they will allow you to harvest their fruit, which is especially sought after back home. And our next plan is to grow it ourselves in the oasis of Glimmer Grove. Okay. The vessel known as Grow was connected to the roots as it moved through the woods. It contributed and felt a communion with it all, embraced and cared for. This was good for the vessel. A bit of gold from that, and a more reliable source of gold to the east. So all we're left with now is to defeat all enemies. Here we go. The roots sensed approaching disease and wielders that commanded them. The vessel known as Grow was needed, transportations were grown, and action was required. Still taking the gold mine though, I'm right next to it. So what's going on? Where was the movement? Over here? So can they get through? Ah, here we go. We can see burning to the north. Okay, maybe we go for these walls. Tier 3 Tree Mother is needed, which we already have. I'm actually going to go for the guard tower, of course. Make sure we produce as much of a garrison as we can. And yeah, we'll go for the walls. Try and protect ourselves a little bit. Hopefully they won't be able to use that against us. We're going to have to start moving back. We can just start recruiting some units. We're still not too far off that upgrade, so I don't want to spend too much, but in terms of gold, it only costs us 8,000, so we can spend 20,000. I think we'll go for more of these. Just some units we don't currently have. These things do produce pretty rapidly. We do want these, of course. Yeah, let's buy a big stack of those. Then we can go for 55 of these, which I do want. I kind of want to pick them up on our Wilder, though. But yeah, we've got a decent defense in here. That's okay. Okay, research could help us to improve some of that stuff, but I'd still probably rather use it on this. So we do have a source of all of these different things now. We can go for even more Arcana pretty soon. Additional fungi cluster would be good. I think we just ride this out. We'll see if we can actually see our enemies approach. There we go. When he said transportation, crumbling monument, forgot to go to that. Anything else? Ah, portal. Wow. Hopefully I didn't notice that too late. Yeah, this guy's still a little way off. Giriget. He's a fair threat. Okay, so we need to be prepared for this. I'm assuming this portal brings us back home. I could be wrong. They've claimed our watchtower. We've lost our vision. Yes, it does return us home. Perfect. Alright, let's go back. Oh, actually, I should have gone for this, of course. Can definitely get a full stack of those. More movement to the west. Okay, I am going to go for this. And in fact, before we move off, let's go for the additional troop size on this, because these units are really good. How many are available? Only 3 more. Okay, so that was a bit of a waste. Okay, but we return to our town. We're going to... Can actually upgrade it the final time. Let's do it. And let's spend a little bit more on defenders. Get these ready for us. End the turn there. And I assume he's going to turn back because we're clearly stronger than him. Yeah, it looks like we've activated wielders in general. So this is our very upgraded town. Don't want to upgrade these, actually, because we want to be able to get more of those. So troops we can draft in. So we've got a full stack of chuckers once again. I do want to take the pulses, because we've not used those yet. Yeah, there's actually no space. Can't really do very much. Alright, we'll take the mushrooms at least. We'll go back to this and we will... We just need to expand our troop sizes actually. Quite doable. So this one's no longer relevant. I think additional lobbers we'll get a lot of use out of. Yep, so we do that and now we get really big stacks of those. So still a few more of those available to us. Yeah, we've doubled our stack sizes of those. Okay, we recruit a few more. And we should be able to go for some more of these, which are very good given the upgraded ability we just got. Even more hit points on these weaker units. Let's pick up a big stack of these. and let's go aggressive. Soon we can intercept. We can just find him. Or we could be going this way though. Need to be careful. No, he's there. Okay. Let's see which way he runs off. Ah, he's going that way. How annoying. So we could just try to hold him off, but I suppose we're going to be better off returning to defend. We can go up here. I really do want to, but we've got to deal with this guy. Let's draft some more defenders. So we can now go for, we can't go for the womb because we need a little bit more money. But I guess we also don't really have space, so I'll probably use Seeds of the Mother and so on in another playthrough. This is quite an annoying map design because if we go this way he's going to run this way, and if we go the other way he is going to run to the left, to the west. So what do we do? Can we just improve our movement somehow? There was research on that, but it requires us to build the Briar first, and I'm not really planning to do that. Well, I did say I wouldn't build the womb, because we just don't have space for that. So yeah, I am actually going to start building the Briar, and other things we can recruit. So we can go for some more Blighted Vessels, we can go for some more research. So we can upgrade this for 15 Celestial Ore, additional Chaos Essence. Let's look at troop upgrades first. So +5, +5, +10, that's kind of slow. We don't have too many parts and pulses available to us. I'll take the additional Arcana, that's always useful. And we'll go for more lashes too, because we've not got any of those. Okay, now let's take the remainder of these and draft some more of these. And then we do have a stack of lashes we can bring if we leave something else behind. I think we'll keep them in reserve. Start going east. Still movement over there. Okay, let's go to this. Already been. Over to this next. Just gotta try and chase this guy down. We're hopefully faster. Okay. Now he is gonna try and go west, but it looks like we have got enough movement to potentially catch him out as there's someone else. Oh wow, a new path to the Wyldwoods is available to the humans. So they're attacking us from both sides. What do we do about that? What do you have? Also fair, so you've clearly got some kind of pretty strong force. Who are you? Sort 4. Okay, we're going to take on Giraget first, and we will see if we have enough time to see what's to the north before we have to deal with Sort 4 over here. But I am going to end this episode here, so thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in part 3.